It's time for the PlayAction Sports Report, the only show in the Tennessee Valley with local athletes and coaches in the spotlight. From high school sports to youth sports, you get interviews, highlights, results, and more right here. Don't go away. The PlayAction Sports Report is next. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Join us for Applebee's Tailgate Talk every Saturday morning at 10 on WKAC. We'll talk to coaches and sports figures of local interest and get their thoughts on whatever comes down the pike. We'll also announce our latest Athlete of the Week and give away an Applebee's gift card and a Tailgate Talk t-shirt. Applebee's Tailgate Talk, Saturday mornings at 10 on your Tailgate Talk app, on your Amazon Echo or Google Home device, online at tailgatetalk.net, and on the air at 1080 WKAC. Welcome back to another week of the PlayAction Sports Report. Our two special guests this week come courtesy of a Tailgate Talk archive. This past Saturday, we presented the 2022 class of inductees to the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame in a visit with Greg Young and Barry DeVine, board members of the Hall of Fame, and we'll highlight that list on today's show. We've also got the latest Athens and Limestone County sports announcements to pass along later. Right now, the BT Backtrack, brought to you by BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Back on Thursday at the Florence Invitational Track Meet, Athens High's Malia Wiggins won the girls' long jump. Kylie Rinke was first in the discus. The girls' 4x100 relay team won their event. Jack Anderson placed first in the boys' 800 meters. Asa Savoy finished in front in the 3200. Jayshawn Ridgel won the 110 and 300 meter hurdles. Jack Tregoning was first in the shot put. The boys' 4x800 meter relay team was first. Elkmont's Alex Coons was the 1600 meter winner. Ardmore's 4x400 meter relay team came in first. In Saturday baseball, Athens varsity and JV teams beat Decatur 8-2 and 10-7. Clements dusted Whitesburg Christian 17-7. ABS topped Fayetteville 12-8 and Lauderdale County 13-8. Athens Middle School swept West Limestone 6-4 and 5-0. Tanner's varsity boys won the Limestone County Soccer Tournament with an 8-1 victory over East Limestone. The Lady Indians shut out Clements 5-0 to claim the girls' title. In Monday baseball, James Clements fell to Thompson 14-6, then outlasted East Limestone 1-0. The Indians also lost to the Warriors 10-0. The East Limestone Middle School defeated West Limestone 12-2, while the Wildcats were also turned back by Ardmore 9-7. The JV Wildcats were beaten by Elkmont 15-1. The varsity Red Devils swept Brewer 18-8 and 14-2. Elkmont's JV fell to Ardmore 5-0. Athens edged Gibson County, Tennessee 5-4. James Clements freshmen were bested by Huntsville 2-0 and 12-11. Lindsay Lane blanked Tinley Park, Illinois 9-0. Tanner was shut out by Hatton 20-0. On the softball fields, James Clements turned back Decatur 7-3. Athens topped Etowah and Demopolis 4-0 and 8-2. The JV Lady Golden Eagles shut out Springboro, Ohio 17-0 and Lafayette, Kentucky 10-3. Ardmore dismantled Murfreesboro Central Magnet School 15-4 and squeaked by Sweetwater 1-0. Clements girls soccer team blanked Mae Jemison 6-0. The Colts stumbled 2-0. On Tuesday, James Clemens' baseball team posted a 5-3 victory over Cherokee County. Lindsay Lane fell to Caneland, Illinois 8-4 and Pinson Valley 8-5. Athens beat Moody 10-7, but came up short to McAdory 3-2. Tanner suffered a 16-3 loss to Hatton. West Limestone split with Madison County 12-10 and 5-15. The 7th grade Wildcats got 2 wins over Ardmore 8-6 and 20-0. The 8th grade Tigers topped Lindsay Lane 8-4. East Limestone's middle school shut out Elkmont 9-0. In softball, James Clemens lost to Bob Jones 17-1. Athens beat Lafayette, Kentucky and Benjamin Russell 1-0 and 7-1. The JV Lady Golden Eagles were 10-3 winners over East Lawrence. Ardmore knocked off John Carroll and Mount Pleasant 12-2 and 8-1. James Clements' girls soccer team was nipped by Huntsville 1-0. James Clements' Jordan Frazier was named as a first-team member of the All-Tennessee Valley boys basketball team. Tanner Shauna Fletcher and Carly Bell Winter made third team on the girls' side. Remember, you can go online to pasnetwork.net and check out the scores we have there, along with past shows, game archives, and more.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Applebee's Tailgate Talk wants to recognize our local athletes, and you can help. Go to tailgatetalk.net throughout the school year to vote for the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. The winner will receive a gift card from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and a t-shirt from Gotcha Covered Screen Printing and more. Submit your own nominations for future polls, too. While you're there, check out the Tailgate Talk archives and see what you might have missed. That's the Applebee's Neighborhood Athlete of the Week. Cast your vote today from Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Tailgate Talk. We're back with more of the Play Action Sports Report. Our Athens Utility Special Guest Spotlight features a portion of last Saturday's tailgate talk. Greg Young and Barry DeVine joined us to share the list of this year's inductees into the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame.
Gentlemen,
thanks for having us.
It's been too long.
It has been.
Way too long.
Had a little 2-year hiatus, and glad to be back.
Glad y'all are back. But you know what? In the scheme of things, y'all may have needed a little break because it's a lot of work what y'all do, having to sift through all the applicants and who deserves what and when. And
it
all
is.
that.
It's a year-round thing we do, you know.
Exactly.
And I, before I forget, I want to make sure to state one of our main goals, though, is to provide scholarship.
Yeah.
And we've upped that this year to 4 $4,000 scholarships.
Wow.
And
that's
those
great.
are to deserving seniors in the county, our Athens and Limestone County, and we take those, and we have a group that, has to sift through those applications for the scholarships. Those come through the school counselors and so forth. But that's a big part of what we do. We make that money through our golf tournament. Barry's DeVine here's with us, and Barry is in charge of that golf tournament, and we have that at Canebrake, and that's our big fundraiser. We really don't make any money on the banquet, but we make our money on that golf tournament, and that allows us to provide those scholarships. So we're real proud of that.
Yeah, should be. I mean,
Yeah.
should be. That's huge for these kids, and especially mom and dad.
Yeah, absolutely. For real. Now, if somebody wants to put a team in the golf tournament, how do
Barry?
They can either contact me or Jeff Hodges at First National Bank.
Okay.
A little bit about the details. It's going to be held June 9th at, as Greg said, at Canebrake, 1 o'clock. 4-man scramble. We'll be serving lunch prior to the tournament. It's going to be $600 per team. And, the name of the tournament is Martha Joe Leonard Memorial Golf Tournament.
Right.
And, people in this county and certainly in Athens know Martha Joe Leonard and how much work she put, her civic work that she did. And, she did a lot for the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame, too. So we honor her, and it's like Greg said, it is our main fundraiser. And we've always had good turnouts, and certainly this year we're looking for another one.
And y'all will get it. I mean, it's just I think there's a lot of people in this area that love to support what y'all do and do support it. And plus, man, June 9th at Canebrake, come on, that's a no-give right there.
Right.
So.
That's right.
And, of course, the banquet's 2 nights later. On
2 nights later on the 11th, yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah, those tickets will be available at the United Way here in Athens. We don't know the date of that. I think we give an opportunity for all the inductees to buy their tickets first, and then they're opened up to the public. So we'll be letting you know what the date those will be available. That'll be a hard ticket to get this year. We got a great class.
Yes.
Big
Now, let me
class.
ask you this again. So we talked about earlier off air about the event center. Obviously the Veterans Museum has moved into the event center. So.
Yep.
Only half of the space is available. So how many are you thinking it's going to hold for – how many tables?
Well, I think it holds about 250 people.
Okay,
and,
okay.
So it'll be packed this year. Okay. So
are y'all going to have to limit families to a certain number?
Yeah. We'll reserve a certain amount for each inductee, and of course they can buy as many as they want, but they'll get first shot at it, and then it'll be opened up to the public.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So shall we begin?
Yeah, we sure shall. Great class this year. We're real excited about this. One of the best classes we've had. We'll open it up. I'll just go alphabetically. We got 10 inductees this year. First one is Coach Danny Anderson. You want to talk a little bit about him, Barry?
Yeah. Of course, Danny obviously is coaching now at Athens High School, but Danny was a very good basketball player at Elkmont High School. I happened to be living in Elkmont at that time, and Danny's senior year, there was a lot of excitement in the community about the basketball team, coached by Steve Britton. They won the county championship. Of course, Danny was instrumental in that. I think they went on to the Hansville, advanced down there, just short of making it to the Final Four in Birmingham. But Danny was an excellent basketball player. He was the catalyst for that success that they had that year. Danny went on and played at Calhoun for a year. Was a good player there, and then went on to a junior college in Texas, and finally ended up at UNA and finished his career there. And Danny was a really good shooter, really good basketball player, and certainly deserving to be in this class.
Excellent.
Number 2 on our list going down, it is a guy that I know pretty well, Adolph Cosby.
Adolph Cosby.
Adolph, it's a long time coming for Adolph, but I tell you what, I played with Adolph. He was a sophomore when I was a senior. Even his sophomore year, he scored 10 touchdowns on that state championship team. Had almost 900 yards, I think, as a sophomore, and that's in the same backfield with Freddie Smith and Steve Parker. So
y'all had some incredible teams.
Adolph was a great player then, but then of course he went on as in his junior and senior year. It became all-state player, super all-state, which is all-state in all classifications. He was all-South player. He was tremendous player, and Adolph's very, very deserving of being in that class. Went on to Auburn, signed at Auburn, and had some injury issues down there, but was on the team for 4 years. And I'm very proud of the fact that we got Adolph in this class.
I was at that game, the first state championship. Andalusia was who it was.
Yeah.
And they didn't bring a band. They brought a percussion section. That was it. And they banged on them cotton-picking drums all night. We were like
great.
10 rows down from them. I looked at Daddy. I said, Daddy, can't they make it stop cotton-picking drums?
You know, that particular year, we didn't have a visitor side. Everybody sat on the one side.
Right.
And so it was full. It was absolutely packed that year, but I was a little preoccupied with the game.
A few other things going on. All right, sorry for the interruption.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, the third one on the list going down is Judge Mike Davis. Former probate judge. Coach Davis was at Ardmore. I think he was instrumental in starting the girls' basketball and girls' sports program at Ardmore. And if he wasn't so successful in basketball, Judge Davis would have been deserving of being in the Hall of Fame just for his community service. Everybody knows all the things that Judge Davis has done. I even remember talking about that 76 state championship, our 75 state championship game. He did the radio back then for that. Yeah, he interviewed me after the game.
Oh, cool.
After that, so he was involved in the radio, and then went on to coach at Ardmore. I don't know if you have some more to say about Judge Davis.
No, well, I think you hit the nail on the head, Greg. You know, I think when you think about Mike Davis, first thing comes to your mind is probate judge, which we know he did in this county for nearly 30 years. But in the early 70s up to the early 80s, like Greg said, he was instrumental in starting women's athletics at Ardmore High School. And, he had some really good teams there. And, folks.
Yeah, he dominated the county back then.
Yeah, and folks in Ardmore hadn't forgot that. The girls that played for him, just love him to death. And, he did a great job there and certainly deserving of this honor.
All right, number 4 is Mary Fletcher from Athens High School. Mary played back in the late 70s, 78, I think, was her senior year. She was a 3-sport athlete. If you don't know about her, I knew Mary as a kid growing up. I knew her family and everything, but I had moved off, and I didn't realize what a great athlete she was.
Really?
She was a super athlete. She was a 2-sport athlete. In college, she wanted to play both volleyball and basketball in college, and Pat Summitt was recruiting her just to play basketball. And, I mean, she recruited her very hard to come to Tennessee and play basketball. But Mary wanted to play both sports.
I'll be.
And she kind of settled on going to West Georgia to play both sports. But she was a state champion in track and field, discus, shot put, 440 relay. I mean, she did it all. She was an incredible athlete, and she went on to play 4 years at West Georgia College. She was great success there, a state title, 24-5 record. won the state volleyball championship as well, voted most valuable player 3 consecutive years.
Wow.
And so Mary Fletcher was a great female athlete, and we're glad to have her in this year's class.
That's awesome.
Next guy on the list is a guy from Athens High School, played back in '97, but his name is Rashad Harris. I don't know if you know Rashad, but he was a great player at Athens High School back in those days, but he went on to University of Louisville. I think he actually got nominated by Zeke Parker, who played with him at Louisville, and he went on and played 3 years at the University of Louisville, led the team in tackles, 10th all-time in the University of Louisville in tackles, 2-time team captain at linebacker, team defensive player of the year, second team all-conference, competed in 3 bowl games. He went on in the NFL, got drafted by the Bengals and the Jaguars, but he ended up with the Barcelona Dragons, the NFL Europe.
I remember that.
But Rashad has stayed in sports. He's been in, I think he's conditioning coach. The last we know, he was at, I think, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I think he's the
at the college.
In college, and he's still involved in athletics. But Rashad Harris, really, really good athlete from Athens High School. So glad to get Rashad in there this year.
Absolutely.
Next guy is a guy that Barry knows pretty well. You want to talk about Coach?
Yeah, Coach Hendricks, Bernard Hendricks.
Oh, yes.
I think most people in this area, they think about, his coaching success at Athens High, and he certainly was as a tennis coach and as a basketball coach, numerous area, region, state championships. I mean, he was really an excellent coach. But, with my affiliation with the college for so many years, Coach Hendricks preceded me there, but I knew of some folks that played with him and against him, and coaches, Coach Murrow, Coach Belcher, folks that that coached him and was around him. But Bernard was an excellent basketball player at Athens College. He led the nation in block shots one year.
Oh, wow.
He certainly was instrumental in success that Coach Belcher and them had during that time. Mm-hmm. And, that's one thing that we want to kind of highlight there is, even though he was an excellent high school coach, Bernard was a very, very good college basketball player and did a good job when he was at Athens State.
And he was Richard's dad.
And he's Richard's dad. Now he was Valerie's husband.
Yeah.
Miss
Yeah,
Hendricks.
that's what. Yeah, and I think
Sixth grade.
I may be mistaken. Greg, you might know. I believe Bernard was originally from Gadsden.
That's right.
And he moved here to play basketball for Coach Belcher, and I think that's where he met Valerie, because Valerie was the cheerleader. At Athens College, and I think that's where they met.
I remember those teams from those days, Coach Belcher's teams, and boy, they were really, really good teams back in those days. We had, I think Robert Stewart was one of the guys from over there in Leeton. He was one of the Douglas' cousins, I think, and Bernard was part of that team, and man, they had some good teams. Really did.
I don't think Zach Campbell played for Coach Belcher or not. He was a little bit later. Later on. He played at Athens. Athens State. Excuse me.
Glad to get Coach Hendricks in there, Bernard Hendricks.
Yeah.
The next guy on the list is a guy, when you do this, one of the fun things is learning about people you didn't previously know about. And this next guy was one of those, a guy named Walter Hill from East Limestone.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you know him. I think he played at East Limestone back in 93, 94, in that area there. But
that whole family was very athletic.
Yes.
Were they?
Yeah, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Walter's sophomore year, the family moved from Starkville, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And Walter, I think, initially just played basketball and baseball and was really good at both of them. In fact, I think he was part of our Final Four team that went his junior year.
He was.
But I believe Coach Kavanagh got him to come out for football his senior year.
He did.
And Coach Cav was trying to transition from the old 3 yards in cloud dust, open up a little bit, and they saw, the coaches saw the ability that he had, and certainly he showcased that to earn a scholarship to Tennessee Tech, and was an outstanding player there. Earned OVC honors, set some school records, and certainly really a very good athlete.
Yeah, he's a great young man, too.
He pretty much rewrote the record book up at Tennessee Tech in his receptions. I think he still got the career record, caught a pass in 36 of 37 games, 34 in a row. He started 36 consecutive games. He just 6th all-time in OVC as far as receptions. Just very, very successful athlete at Tennessee Tech. So Walter Hill is very deserving of being in the Hall of Fame this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, going down the list, the next one is a fellow out of Clements High School, John Johnson. Another name I didn't know a lot about, but Barry, you might want to talk a little bit about Johnny.
Yeah, John. Obviously, he played at Clements High School. I think he was an excellent football player, obviously, but he also was a good track guy, field guy, and he earned a scholarship to Ole Miss. Played 2 years there. Started. Was really a good player.
Freshman.
Yeah, and I see all the gray hairs here, so we probably all can kind of remember those ABC games, in the 70s. Okay, and if you watched Ole Miss during that time, you probably saw John play, and was a good player there. Then he transferred and he played his last 2 years at Ole Miss and was outstanding. At UNA. I'm sorry, and was an outstanding player there as well.
That's great.
Yeah, he led the UNA line, 64 tackles, 5 behind the line of scrimmage, 2 fumble recoveries. He just a good all-around player. The defensive guys don't have a lot of stats to show, but he played a lot and a great player from Clements High School.
He wasn't there at Ole Miss in the Chucky Mullins era, was he?
No.
Chucky came out after that.
Mullins was there in late 80s?
Late 80s, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Here's a name that you guys may know, John Wayne King.
King.
John Wayne King, like Coach Davis, we had a long time unwritten rule for the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame board that board members couldn't be nominated. And I don't know why that was. It was a stupid rule. And we finally came to our senses and he said, hey, we got people that's deserving of this honor that are on our board. And Coach Judge Davis was one of those, and John Wayne King, of course, was one of those as well, but very deserving. John Wayne, he's got a state championship both in football and basketball. Now, that's pretty, all state.
It's impressive.
Very, very impressive. And, of course, then he was a great baseball player. You may talk a little bit about him too, Barry.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to know John Wayne personally. John was actually I worked with John at Athens State for 25-plus years. He's just an outstanding man. But John was really, really a good baseball player. In fact, after his senior year, the Atlanta Braves, they took him. They offered him a tryout at old Fulton County Stadium.
Wow.
So that kind of tells you the kind of talent he had.
Right.
And John was also a good coach at Clements, track area, and played baseball at at Calhoun, and then transferred to Athens State after that and played 2 years there. So he was really a really good athlete.
Yeah. My dad went to school with him, so known Mr. King quite a while. Yeah.
And a great guy, great community service guy too, as well, just like Judge Davis. And long overdue getting John Wayne King in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got. I think we got one more. One more guy you may have heard of. I don't know. Some people may not have it. I don't know where they've been, but Phillip Rivers.
Philip Rivers finally getting in there.
First year eligible.
How
did he even qualify?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
I don't know what more you can say about Philip that you don't already know. I love the stat, though, that, of course, I was fortunate enough to see him play in college, I think as a freshman, and he just took North Carolina State by storm as a freshman. You know, he went down there and just totally turned that program around, you know, NC State. One of the stats I love is that he was a most valuable player in 5 bowl games.
5.
You think about that.
Yeah.
How did that happen? Well, he was obviously most valuable player in 4 of the bowl games that North Carolina State went to, but he was also most valuable player in the Senior Bowl.
Senior Bowl.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
That's right. So, and of course, then he went on into the NFL. I think how many years? 17 years in the NFL. He just incredible athlete. You know, no question, Philip Rivers is a Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame.
And I tell you, you will not find a more humbled superstar than Philip Rivers.
He's pretty grounded. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, now, here's the one question about Philip that everybody wants to know. How did Auburn or Alabama miss out on this kid? Him go to NC State, set the world on fire, go to pros and play like he did with the stats that he did?
Well, okay.
Is this a long-time secret about the way?
No, it's out there. I mean, I believe that Auburn already had Jason Campbell.
Okay.
I believe that's the case. I'm not sure. Alabama thought they was going to get Brody Kroll the next year. From what
Alabama recruited him as a defensive back.
I think Auburn or somebody recruited him as a tight end or something.
Yeah, well, Alabama wanted him as a safety.
No matter what, they both missed out.
Yes, they did.
And I think I read years ago a lot of it had to do with his throwing motion. They didn't like the way he came out from the side instead of over the top and this, that, and the other. And I always remember thinking, I didn't remember him being that good as a safety. I don't know. Maybe he was because he was so good as a quarterback, maybe I just didn't think about him being on the defensive side of the ball at all. But he sure fooled a lot of folks.
He was part of some really good teams at Athens High School. They had
absolutely.
some really good players.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Where's he coaching now?
It's down in Mobile.
South Alabama, Mobile area.
Yeah, it's St. Michael's is the team. I want to bring something up. Of course, we do Athens High football. I do the play-by-play, but for the Jamboree this year, Philip's bringing his high school team up to play Athens in the preseason Jamboree game.
That's
and I think we're actually going to cover that, WKAC1080.com. I think we're going to have that game on. So we're really, really looking forward to that. And then, of course, the following week we open up the regular season with East Limestone. We're coming back with East Limestone. So we're going to have a fun year with Athens High football this year.
Absolutely. That's just great.
But that's the 10-team, the 10-person class of the Sports Hall of Fame. Like I said, we'll have obviously it'll be a hard ticket to get this year with Philip in and everything, but we're really, really looking forward to it.
That was Greg Young and Barry DeVine from the Limestone County Sports Hall of Fame sharing this year's list of inductees with Tom McClung and Todd Tomerlin. After a 2-year hiatus, the ceremonies are back and planned for June 11th. Log on to PASnetwork.net for the latest scores, standings, and other goings-on in the world of Limestone County sports. The PlayAction Sports Report will be right back.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
Athens Utilities comprises Athens Electric, Athens Gas, and Athens Water Services. Together, we are committed to providing reliable and affordable electricity, natural gas, and water and wastewater services. We operate as part of the City of Athens, and just like our city's motto of Athens is classic Southern character, we believe in supporting what makes our community special, and that includes Athens and Limestone County sports. Call 233-8750, go by their office at 508 South Jefferson Street, or look for the link online at athensal.us. One of the worst feelings you can have is that of being stranded. Well, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair makes that a thing of the past, with 24/7 towing services and roadside assistance in the northern Alabama and southern Tennessee areas. But that's not all. They also offer truck and trailer repair, mobile welding, brake service and repair, new and used tires, and other major and minor repairs. Their name says it all, BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. For 24/7 response, call 497-8234. That's 497-8234. BT's Towing, Tire, and Truck Repair. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All three locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship has been set up to honor the legacy of Bama Zach Green, a huge fan of the Crimson Tide, along with Limestone County sports. The scholarship will go each year to a male and female athlete from Limestone County. Checks should be made out to Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship and can be sent in care of Garth Garris, 13833 Pinnacle Drive, Athens, Alabama, 35613. Donations can also be made in person at First State Bank of the South at 1319 Highway 72 East in Athens. Thank you for showing your support for local athletes by giving to the Bama Zach Memorial Scholarship. Be listening for Limestone County area high school baseball action this season from PlayAction Sports. Your coverage of ABS, Ardmore, Athens, Clements, East Limestone, Elkmont, James Clemens, Lindsay Lane, Tanner, and West Limestone online at PASnetwork.net on your Amazon Echo device or on your PlayAction Sports app. Afterwards, you can download each game from the archives or stream it on demand. While you're there, check out our schedule of upcoming games. Limestone County area high school baseball from PlayAction Sports. The Athens Rec Center is needing umpires and referees for their spring sports. For more information, call 233-8740. West Limestone Youth Baseball and Softball Association will host their 13th annual Good Friday Bass Tournament on April 15th at First Creek Boat Ramp at Joe Wheeler. For more information, see the association's Facebook page. The West Limestone Wildcat Diamond Club will host their first annual Sporting Clay Tournament on April 29th at Old South Clays on Woolly Springs Road in Athens. Proceeds will benefit the West Limestone High School baseball and softball programs. For more information, call 425-8521. Lindsay Lane will be hosting a track and field skills clinic on April 26th from 3 till 5 p.m. for grades 3 through 6. Cost is $35. To register, go online to lindsaylanechristianacademy.org/youth-sports. James Clemens Football will host a Night Under the Lights youth camp on May 25th from 5 to 8 p.m. For more information, email jamesclemenshighfootball@gmail.com. Cottontown United Soccer Club will have tryouts beginning May 23rd for various age groups. For more information, go online to cottontownunited.org. The Jets All In campaign has been set up to help various athletic programs at James Clemens. For more information on donating, go online to jcathletics.net. Grit and Grind Hoops basketball training is offered on Sundays and Wednesdays at the Athens Rec Center. For more information, call 233-8740. Various fitness classes are being offered Monday through Saturday at the Athens Rec Center, including Super Circuit, yoga, balanced boot camp, and more. Call 233-8740 for more information or visit the Parks and Recreation page on the Athens City website at athensal.us.
The PlayAction Sports Report.
Davis & Cole LLP in Athens has served the area assisting individuals and businesses with bookkeeping, tax preparation and filing, and routine accounting. Davis & Cole LLP, 105 South Marion Street in Athens. Call 232-9994. Davis & Cole LLP. The next time you need a pharmacy, one call to Athens Creekside Drugs, Salem Pharmacy, or Florence Express Pharmacy will fill the bill. All 3 locations are committed to providing you the best services a pharmacy can offer, with the emphasis on quality, value, and service. Whether your needs are simple or complex in nature, either location can provide solutions that deliver results. They pride themselves on being a company where customer service means timeliness, quality service, and a friendly attitude. Athens Creekside Drugs at 605 Highway 31 South, Salem Pharmacy at 28730 Highway 99, and Florence Express Pharmacy on Mall Road in Florence. Whether you're in the market for residential or commercial property or looking to sell your current home, land, or building, make your first call to the Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Paula and James can help you with everything you need, whether you're buying or selling. Call Paula at 777-4916 or James at 656-2370. You can also see their listings online at alrealsolutions.com. Look for them on Facebook, too. The Phillips team at Alabama Real Estate Solutions. Real solutions for real estate. Looking for t-shirts with just the message you want? They're as close as your computer or mobile device. Just go to daddyoscustomtees.com and look through the selection of designs for the perfect one. Or say just what you want with your very own designer message. Daddy O's Custom Tees features short and long sleeve t-shirts plus sweatshirts, hoodies, aprons, mugs, and even pet apparel. With Daddy O's Custom Tees, you can have it your way, whether you need 1 or 100. Go to daddyoscustomtees.com. That's DADDYOS Custom TEES.com. daddyoscustomtees.com. Keep up with local school, travel, youth, and amateur sports throughout the week with the PlayAction Sports Update. Listen weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 as we bring you the latest scores, news, and announcements from Limestone County and surrounding communities. That's the PlayAction Sports Update 3 times a day, Monday through Friday on 1080 WKAC. You've been listening to the PlayAction Sports Report. Log on to PASnetwork.net for archives of this show and past shows, along with game streams, and to keep up with what's going on in Limestone County sports. Look for our monthly column in Athens Now, available everywhere. You can contact us by email at playactionsports@hotmail.com, by sending a message to our Facebook page, or by texting 434-1PAS. That's 434-1727. Be sure to tune in for the PlayAction Sports Update weekday mornings at 7:30 and weekday afternoons at 1:30 and 3:30 on the air at 1080 WKAC. And catch up with us again next week for another edition of the PlayAction Sports Report.